just finished, I guess it's a 10-year contract in the Conservation Reserve Program, and it's not what we would consider ideal land for our part of the country. We've got a lot of rocks. I don't know if we've got any of those in the background here or not, but just a lot of chert and then a limestone substrata, so a lot of sinkholes opening up, and it's not really a prime land, but with water, you know, it's got fantastic opportunities. Just you can get it up to a decent yield on corn and beans both if you manage it well, and a little water goes a long way in a drought year. As far as what, you know, Dad and I prefer coming straight out of sod like that, or whatever was planted, native grasses with the CRP, is it's worked really well to go straight into beans. Of course, you want to get a good inoculant program on it, and you may have to do an extra treatment of Roundup or whatever your herbicide of choice is. But we started converting, about the time I was going to college in 2000, started converting all of our pasture ground over to crops. And always we'd start off with soybeans and move straight into the corn, wheat, and bean rotation. And it's just has worked well time after time after time. As long as you get a good stand, then they've got, you know, a really reasonable chance of doing it. So that's what we started doing here, which was a tussle with the high corn prices. You know, it's hard to know exactly which direction to go on it. So anytime that you see heat stress, you know that you need some water. And so what you really have to decide is what holding capacity does your ground have. Ground like this, high clay content, little to no organic matter, even after a long contract in the reserve program, you need a fast application at a low volume just to keep it cool, keep it moist. But if you try to put on an inch at a time or even a half inch, you know, you're going to be looking at gullies and erosion, and that's going to completely backfire on the whole purpose of having it in CRP. So I don't know if that's exactly what you're getting at was with irrigation, but because of our karst topography, we don't only have sinkholes, but we don't have an appreciable source for drilling a well. So you've got to pull out of surface water if you're going to do any kind of irrigation. And we had a border of the farm here on the north side where we could pull out of a small river and get it pumped straight to it. So this is the first time around for this pivot. So we're really excited to have it in place.